What's up, guys? It's Zeroxeleven, and I am bringing you Losing Like a Champion, Part 1 of what I thought was going to be a 3-part series until I played Black Ops recently. I think it was last night. I had a pretty good match, and yeah, it just didn't turn out as a winning game. But I ended up with a pretty good match, and my teammates were similar to the teammates that I'm about to show you. And as you can tell in the beginning of this, there wasn't even another team. Like, everybody just quit, so we just end up grabbing everything at first, and we'll be beating these guys for quite a while. And I think I play somewhat objective in this game, and this is how it all started, with me deciding that I wasn't going to play so objectively after this game. And like I said, it just kind of snowballed from there, and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna put my heart into it if nobody else is. So and then when I watched back at this video, I kind of realized that it's not that my teammates weren't trying to capture stuff, it's just they weren't really out to defend anything either. So the other team was, you know, kind of capturing things at will, and we end up losing. And it, you know, kind of sucks to lose, especially when you know, it's almost embarrassing because they didn't even have another, there was nobody on the other team. So I don't know if you guys have been playing Black Ops as of late, but it's been very campy. I don't know, I just got done playing some, and I played some last night, and I actually had to switch my classes around. The FAMAS has just not been as friendly as it once was, so I switched some things up. I'm running, I believe, the spy plane more now. I just think it's more beneficial to get my Blackbird. Yeah, so I'm kind of going from there. But this is the match where I end up capturing 7 and defending 3, and I think I go 34 and 5. And as you can tell, I'm not super objective, and here I'm just kind of making sure that they're out of the area before I capture A. I believe I capture A. Maybe I don't. Maybe I just kind of sit around it because I know that they're spawning back there, and I'm trying to kind of keep them back in their spawn. But and I think I'm on a little streak here, so I'm trying to, you know, get some dogs or something. But if you can kind of keep them back in their spawn, if I had my teammates actually like coming back to kind of trap them in their spawn, we could just, you know, pick them off one by one. And, you know, that's, you know, some people will probably argue that, you know, that's kind of what domination's all about. And if you can do that, then you have succeeded in your goal or your task. But they don't, and they get out of their spawn, and, you know, they end up taking C. So now, you know, they've got 2 and we've only got 1, and that's, you know, never good. So I get my Blackbird there, and I almost die, but I'm too swift. Not like Taylor, but I'm, you know, swift enough to avoid some deaths there, and I keep things going on my kill streak. So that's good, right? Yeah. So I thought, but I don't think I do anything too flashy in this game. I just kind of try to play kind of my style. I probably should have went back and captured A by now, but I didn't. And like I said, I mean, I wasn't super objective here, but I think I end up being the most objective on my team. So it's kind of sad to say when I'm the most objective one on my team. But I get my dogs there, and I'm like, you know what, that will allow my teammates to, you know, kind of move around a little bit more freely, because it kind of just, I don't know, maybe they were camping really hard. I don't know. Here I flash myself, and I don't know. You can pick on me for it. And I actually try to go back and do the same exact thing again, and that was actually a worse throw than the first one. And yeah, I don't know. I thought the first one that I threw up there, that where I actually ended up flashing myself, was it was a fine throw. And I think that in real life, if I was in that situation, like say I was in the map of Cracked, I think I would have got that up the steps. I don't think I would have like overhand baseball throwed it into the roof there, and then had it come down and flash me in the face. But you know, maybe that's just me. I don't know. But yeah. So what I'm gonna do, and what I've decided to do, since I have more than a few losses with good matches to show you, I decided that I'm going to once a week. I think I'm gonna post up losing like a champion. Like kind of like a series that you can watch once a week, and I think I'm gonna start posting them on Tuesdays, because I think losing Tuesdays kind of has a nice little ring to it. As you know, I think Beyonce would be happy with that, because she'd put a ring on it. But enough of my corny jokes. Yeah, what do I want to talk about now? So I'm gonna do that, and I have some I have a double feature game that I want to show you too. And oh, look at this! Look at this! What's gonna happen to Zero here? He's gonna get this guy, right? Of course I get that guy, and then he shoots a rocket at me, which is just really, really awesome. He's a really good player, as you can tell, and at this point, I think I was pretty PO'd that guy was the first one to kill me, and that's how I end up taking my first death. But I had a match the other night. I start off going 30-0. Things are going great, and then I end up finishing like 37-10. So I go 7-10 after I'm 30-0, and I don't know, figure that one out. But it's been hit or miss as of late. Tonight was kind of like a hit or miss night. The first maybe like 4 matches I had some really good matches, and then, well, at least they were decent matches, and then it's just like, I don't know, just like everybody just sits in just like one building, or you know, like kind of like your typical spots, and you know they're in there, but they have like 14 claymores somehow like surrounding the building. And look at this guy. You're not getting away from me. You're level 9, buddy. Level 9. You're not getting away from Zero. So, yeah, they kind of sit in, like, one building with their 37 claymores, and, like, what are you going to do? So I, you know, try to get a flashbang in there and take out as many of the claymores as I can, and then, you know, I get caught on the one that wasn't, like, stunned. I exaggerate most of what I say, but that's kind of what it feels like, and everybody just kind of sits back, and somehow they capture, like there's one guy on a team that they send out, and they're like, "Hey Jimmy, go out and capture objectives for us," while we sit back and camp our one objective that we captured in the beginning of the game. And then it's, you know, just kind of silly after that. So I don't know, and you just keep going to their spawn and dying, and I don't know, and they don't really care if they win or lose, but there's that one guy that captures like every objective, and all of my teammates just kind of don't want to shoot this guy. They're just like, yeah, we'll just let him go and leave Zero to try to capture objectives and kill every guy that's on a flag. So I don't know, but I've just kind of gotten to the point where it's been more irritating than fun, and I think that it should kind of always be fun, and I shouldn't be getting irritated, I guess. You know, it's only a game, and you know, I think that's my advice to you guys. Like, if you get, like, you know, irritated with a game or whatever, you know, shut it off for a bit and, you know, take a break. Like, something like that happening where I get shot in the back, you know, I probably deserved it because I was using the RC car and left myself vulnerable. And, you know, I just gotta kind of say, you know what, there's nothing I can do, it's my own fault. And some of the deaths are, you know, my own fault, but, you know, a lot of them aren't. It's just, you know, the game being, you know, the game, I guess, is the best way to describe it. So, I don't know. But I feel like you know, it can only get better, and you only can have better matches, you know, by just playing and play through the tough ones, and get to your better ones. And I feel like I've had more like better matches than you know, bad matches, but you know, it happens. Like I have bad matches just like you guys have. You know, I'm sure I have bad matches. Maybe you guys don't. Maybe you guys are all like, you know, 65-2 every match. I don't know, but I have bad matches because, you know, I'm human, and I think we're all human. And there's nice little double kill with the card. I like getting doubles with the card. I think that's what I go for every time. That's how I should use the card. It's just getting doubles. Just drive around, and if I don't find a double, just, I don't know. That'd be stupid. I don't know. But here I'm doing some nice little objective work, taking out some guys, and as you can tell, we're about to lose the lead, and I'm getting pretty irritated that, you know, well, not even irritated, I'm just kind of shocked at this point that, you know, there's really none of our guys like making a, well, besides that guy, I guess that guy's kind of making a push, but then he just kind of sits there like by B. I gotta take out this guy and this guy before I can take B, and then I think I jump on B here and the match ends, and that's gonna be it for losing like a champion, pretty much. I capture this flag here, and the match is over, and we lose. And that all started from enemies forfeiting in the beginning. So there's my stats: 35-4. I had 7 captures, 3 defends. Guy underneath me did have 6 captures. He went 19-19, and he had 2 defends, and it looked like he had a 1 bar. So I don't know why you're playing in a match where you only have a 1 bar. You got to get yourself a better connection, bud. So, yeah. That was my match, losing like a champion. That's part 1. I'll have part 2 up next Tuesday. So we'll do that, and we'll just kind of continue with the series every week, and so on and so forth. And I have a double feature to show you. I got some shotgun gameplay, and I also have a gun game to show you, which ended up being a pretty cool gun game. I tear things up. I tear it up. You're gonna love it. So I'll show you guys that. I don't know if I'll get to that tomorrow, but maybe this weekend I'll try to do the double feature and whatnot. But yeah, I think that's about it. So I'm gonna peace on out, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.